Sally Ann saves the planet. The earth needs a good swift kick. The earth needs a good swift kick. And Sally Ann is just the person to do it. Now, Sally Ann wasn't just tough. She was smart, too. She knew Earth needed help. And she wasn't about to wait for someone else to do it. All she had to do was come up with a plan. Let me think. Sally Ann said, First, I've got to warm up this freezing... First, I've got to warm up this freezing planet. But how? She looked at Deathbug and grinned. I've got a job for you, old buddy, she said. She let Deathbug off his leash. She blinked at her, surprised. Then he started to run. He ran fast and free and full of joy. Yippee! yelled Sally Ann. She chased after him as quickly as she could. Round and round they went. Deathbug roared. Sally Ann hollered. The other animals moved out of the way, but Sally Ann and Deathbug ran and ran. Finally, Deathbug wore himself out. He panted, trying to catch his breath. Then he flopped his big, warm body down to rest. And do you know what happened? The warmth from his body soaked into the ground. Earth began to heat up. Sally Ann smiled. Her plan was working. Come on, you lazy thing. Come on, you lazy thing, she said to the cold, sleepy earth. She raised her foot. She took a deep breath, and she gave Earth one giant-sized kick. Dirt flew high into the air. Go on now. Get moving, she yelled. Well, Earth groaned and creaked. It stirred itself up from its cold night's sleep. Slowly, it started to run. It started to turn. Then Sally Ann moved on to the sun. It's your turn now, she called. Rise and shine, you lazy old fireball. The sun didn't want a kick from Sally Ann. It did just what it was told. It rose up into the sky, hot and bright, and in no time at all, the world was full of light. Sally Ann put her hands on her hips. She looked around at the world, and she grinned at what she had done. Nice work, she said to Deathbug. Deathbug just snored. So she tossed him over her shoulders, and she carried him all the way back home. When they got there, Sally Ann pulled something from her pocket. It was a little piece of sunlight. Just as the sun was rising, she'd made her move. She jumped up high and grabbed a bit. She thought of it as her reward. Aha! Now she threw the sunlight in the stove. She warmed her face and hands. Then Sally Ann cooked up a batch of pancakes. She cooked 200 for her, and she cooked 201 for Death Egg. It was the best breakfast they'd ever had.